Other news now. Three Eldorado Park siblings who were killed in a taxi crash will be laid to rest today. They were traveling to school when their accident took place. 6-year-old Aiden, 10-year-old Lachey and 11-year-old Liren Goodall were among the 12 people involved in that horrific taxi and motor vehicle collision on the Golden Highway. Now, ENCA's Tsegacho Moache is in Eldorado Park as that community prepares to lay those three children to rest. Tseho, when this story broke, it really sent shockwaves through the country. Any South African, no matter where you're from, really shocked by what this one family has had to endure as a result of this accident.
That is true. Good morning, Marcel. So, as you mentioned, it was a very shocking story. The mere fact that one family has lost 3 of their children. And when we were here just last week when this accident actually happened, the mother, you could tell, absolutely devastated, understandably so, devastated at the loss of her 3 young children. We do know that today is their funeral. They'll be laid to rest today. As you mentioned, Liren Goodall, Lachey Goodall and Aiden Mitchell, they will be laid to rest today. And of course, this funeral service is expected to start at about 9:30 at the church. And then the program will just continue from there. But to give us more details about the proceedings for today, I'm joined by Noel Mart. He is the uncle and family spokesperson. Noel, thank you so much for your time. Can you just give us details about what we can expect today? What are the proceedings for the day?
The proceedings for today is, firstly, we ask from the public, the community at large, and the rest of the mourners that's going to attend this morning. First things, about half an hour from now, the angels will arrive, and the proceedings will start at 7:30 for the private bereavement for my family members. From 8:45, pardon, the proceedings will proceed to the Eldorado Park Catholic Church. And for those who still make their way to the proceedings for this morning, we just appeal to them to line up the roads, because we are very conscious about the amount of the banning of 100 people, as the President clearly said in his proclamation. But it's so hard to control this part where mourners coming, and we cannot make space for everyone. However, for those who want to line up the streets and give their last respect to the children, they can do so. And let's do this. Let's go bury our children with the decency and respect that they deserve.
Now, of course, this has been a huge shock for the family when this accident took place. How are you coping as a family? How is the mom coping?
Starting off with the family first. Understandably so, it's still shocking, and we've been very supportive. We could receive a lot of support from the local organizations, your South African police that sent their members, more specifically their women members, to come and give counseling to the family, the MMC's office. So we receive a lot of support. When it comes to mom, what every mother, what moms, when it comes to mom, she's very, very distraught. Let me use the distraught, or she's very emotional. And we brought some professional help in for her also, because it's sometimes you can't explain from. How do you explain to the mummies out there, outside, that the morning you go to work, put your children in school, send them to school, and then later on, all 3 is being called back to, let's use the word, let's call back to heaven. To the public at large and those that still mourning with us, just keep them in our prayers, because there's also the aftermath. There comes times in the mornings when she wake up, and during this whole week when she wake up and under the naturalization, that expectation that the children is still around or in the rooms. So she's really trying to work through this. She's really trying to work through this, and she is, like I say, every mother. It's every person. It can break any person. Absolutely. Every mother you can think of, because we are really, really working hard around her, and we're pleading to the public at large also to keep her in their praise, in their praise, because there's also the aftermath, like I said, we're worried about.
Thank you so much, Uncle Noel. We appreciate it. Uncle Noel is, of course, the family spokesperson, Noel Mart, just giving us details for the day, and, of course, just the devastation that the mother is currently going through.
Tseho Hachomoache reporting to us live there from Eldorado Park. A really, really sad day there, as one family has to lay to rest 3 of their children who